Welcome to my channel. People have accused me of looking at the world through rose-colored glasses. Well, let's take them off and get real, because we're talking weight loss. If you have more than 5 pounds to lose, then you are going to have difficulty, because it's not easy. You know, if it were, the saying goes, everybody would do it. But let's delve into why we are eating too much as a country, and it won't be long before 50% of Americans will be over 50, and we don't want to enter into our 50s and later unfit, because it's so beautiful not to have difficulty climbing upstairs or getting off the chair, or even looking like a clown trying to get up off the couch and struggling like I was doing. I thought I was getting old. Wrong. I was just getting out of shape. So let's go to Maslow. You know, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I love that psychologist. But he stated that we have to go through certain steps to reach self-actualization, which is what we're supposed to do in life. We're supposed to find out what our gift is and embellish it and give it to others. And that way we're fulfilling a goal, our optimum goal in life. Well, Maslow said that our physiological needs, food, water, oxygen, and he said, he didn't say sex, but the new psychologists are putting sex in there. I disagree. I don't think that's a physiological need. But when you diet, you are putting yourself down at the very basic rung, because you're starving yourself. And especially if you're used to having humongous meals and snacks all the time like I was. I had an unrealistic view of what normal eating was. And until I was able to watch the wonderful YouTubers who shared their diets and their lifestyles and recipes and menus, and I saw what the normal person eats, I said, I really have been wearing rose-colored glasses. So you need to get real and start keeping a food journal and see exactly what you're eating, and then develop a plan that's going to suit your needs. But don't expect to find one that's going to let you be comfortable, because there are going to be times when you're going to have to say to yourself, no. And it's very difficult. And a lot of family and friends will say, oh, you can start your diet tomorrow. But that's the number one thing. If you ever find yourself saying, I'll start tomorrow, stop right there. Because that can really be the one thing that's going to keep you from reaching your goals. There's always starting tomorrow, starting Monday, starting after your vacation. You need to start now. And you will be so happy once you lose the weight. Because now when I go clothes shopping, I don't have to just look at what's going to cover up my flab. And we all see it. We know what outfits heavier people wear to cover up the flab. And it's not that they have anything to be ashamed of. It's that they have something to be afraid of. Because when you are overweight, you cannot expect your body to function as it's supposed to be. And it gets worse and worse the older you get. So if you want to be, 60 and sensational, and 70 and sweet, and even 80 and 90, you've got to keep your weight down. I'm a licensed practical nurse. So any of the ideas or the suggestions that I give you are not to be taken as medical advice. That's for your doctor to give you. So what I'm telling you is what worked for me, and I don't expect everybody to agree with how I went about losing weight, but it worked, and I am very healthy, and I feel better now than I have in a good number of years. Um, but the first thing you have to do is motivate yourself and say to yourself, I'm going to be my own coach, and I'm going to tell myself no sometimes and stick to it. And it has to be a new normal for you. You have to realize that you can't expect to be the person that you should be physically, and if you're overweight, you're doing something wrong. You have to find out what it is and don't do it. So I would love to show you some of the meals that I've made for myself. And granted, I don't eat everything that my family eats. They eat more than I do. But my son's a landscaper. And I used to eat as much as him. And he's out there, you know, landscaping and building ponds and doing unilock and all sorts of masculine labor. And I was sitting around on the couch, you know, just watching daily sitcoms. But it gives you a better perspective when you're healthy. Everything takes on more joyful. Everything is more joyful when you are your correct weight. Clothes shopping, food preparation. You really learn to taste different foods. And I always thought it was more expensive to eat healthy, but it's really not. You can have the chicken, and there's a lot of different recipes for chicken with vegetables and low carbs. And you need carbs, but you don't need big sandwiches, and you don't need pizzas and all the time. Anything, you know, I have like one day every 1 or 2 weeks that I'll eat, you know, a toasted cheese sandwich and bean soup, and I'll really carb up. But the other times, I'm only having a low amount of carbs every day. Plus, I'm doing high intensity interval exercising with weights. And then I do walk Sheldon, our dog, twice a day. And I've been gardening more and enjoying it. I've been doing more projects around the house and enjoying it. And does it make things better? No, but it makes them more joyful. That's the way I'll put it. So I wanted to post this on my channel because that's one of the goals that I have. You might think that you have to go to the doctor and complain about a list of things that are wrong with you when it's nothing that the doctor can do for you. It's something you have to do yourself. You have to exercise. You have to cut down on your calories. You have to start sleeping more at the right time. You have to start taking better care of your skin. You know, all these things. Get outside for that vitamin D. And in the wintertime, supplement with vitamin D3. But you just have to realize that you can't depend on other people to do this for you. You have to do it. And if you start depending upon other people to do it, then you're going to be going down a path you don't want to go down. So let's get fit and fabulous and not have age become something that everybody fears or looks at and says, oh, I hope I don't ever get old. Because it should be, boy, I'm getting older and wiser, and things just start taking on new depth of meaning when you get older. So what we'll do is tomorrow I'm going to film what I eat, and then I'll post that video, And one of the recipes that I'll post is one that I got from Disorganized Don from Pretty Neat to Living. It's a soup recipe. And this soup recipe is so nourishing that you don't feel deprived. And I have different soups for lunch, and I'll show you how I make them, and we'll go from there. But got a snack, make it healthy snacks. Grab an apple. Splurge and get organic apples that have the maximum flavor, and you can eat the skin too, and it's healthy for you. So just tips like that. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll show you what I ate if you're interested. And thank you again for everybody that's posted. I appreciate your sharing and caring more than you'll ever know. And thank you for stopping by and letting me share with you. So, for now, see ya. Bye.